Richard Jobson. Richard, would you care to explore your way into the set?
Oh,
hello, Richard. Nice to meet you. And also, we'll learn later what an incredible resemblance you bear to a very famous explorer. Now, Richard, I wouldn't have thought that you would have really been... you wouldn't have struck me as the exploring type. So, what sort of exploration are you involved with?
I don't exactly know what the exploring type should look like, but
when I think of them as being pop stars, you see, I think that's...
I'm not a pop star. Anyway, when I left the Skids, I found myself with a little bit of money and no future, really. I was in that kind of awful position that a lot of young guys in groups find themselves. You're suddenly 20 years old, you've been in a group since you're 16, and you've actually done nothing but be in a group. So I went and travelled for a little while and tried to find myself and started writing. And from that period onwards, I started writing kind of travelling poetry, which I was luckily allowed to release. And since then, it's been a kind of addiction. It's a kind of bug that gets into your system.
Do you think it does broaden the horizon, travelling?
For me, it has. I think I agree with what Robert said. It makes you much more humble. I mean, recently I just came back from China, where I seen people so at harmony with each other. Then I came back to Britain, and I felt the tension between people. And I suddenly felt, well, I've got to rid myself of some of that horrible Scottish aggression that's in my bones.
I'm sure it's not Scottish aggression. We all have a bit of aggression, I suppose.
But only because I'm Scottish.
Do you find it sort of difficult? I mean, if somebody if you were sort of stuck in the middle of nowhere a bit with not a lot of money, do you think it's possible for people to get out of a rut like that?
Well, in my position, I had no money to do my last few trips. I had nothing at all. In fact, I was on the dole in 1984 when I got offered a few of the trips I've made. So, of course it is, yeah.
It's the desire. Well, I think now we have... we have a phone noise. Hello, and I believe on the phone line now we should have Sir Edmund Hillary himself, the famous explorer and diplomat, and the first man to reach Mount Everest. Sir Edmund, are you there? Hello, Sir Edmund. Sir Edmund, are you there? Can you hear us?
Go to the rostrum.
Go to the rostrum. Oh, is he not? Oh, hopefully, we really did have someone who would have a man who has been there and back, and was a great conservationist and so forth, who would have had a wisdom for us. Unfortunately, maybe we'll get him later in the programme. We have got some more footage of worldwide things that might whet your appetite to either read a magazine or possibly go and hitchhike around the world.